Weist. The Ku Klux Klan! Oh no!
Wait, you better be careful.
Hey, what for?
I can't even do that.
I've been doing this for years, man.
Oh no!
Welcome back to Open Wheel Opinions Power Rankings, the meme-filled list that puts drivers in order of skill alone. We had a special celebrity at Formula One this weekend, Storm from the X-Men. She made sure half the grid got new chassis before race start. How nice of her. Did you know they had Denny's in Azerbaijan because Max showed up and ordered a Grand Slam like it was breakfast? Oscar got relegated from WDC leader to one of us schmucks watching the race on his phone. And somehow Williams is back on the podium for the first time since 2021. Baku came back, baby.
Mom, I don't know.
An engineer.
Before starting, sorry I missed a video last week. I fell way behind and the video wasn't ready on time. We're back on schedule now. Promise. Did you know Colapinto was third to finish his race this weekend? The Alpines were lapped by Max when he finished, solidifying Franco and Gasly's last place in embarrassing fashion. Embarrassing for anyone other than Alpine. They've got to be used to it by now.
Make mistakes. We shouldn't be punished for them. I was fired from work for something completely embarrassing.
Colapinto managed to qualify 16th and only drop 4 places this race. Good job, buddy. After Singapore, he'll have 12 weekends to try and get points this year. Double what Du has been had. Maybe it's time to give the other guy a shot again. What does Alpine actually have to lose at this point?
What'd you have to lose?
Copy-paste weekend. No spark, no progress. Lance could tell early on in the weekend that the car was going to struggle, so he just checked out, starting 14th on the grid just to drop to 17th. These weekends don't help the case against Lance. He should still be giving his all for the team's sake. Right now, Stroll's biggest contribution to Aston Martin is keeping the lights on with family money.
Well, this one's on me, okay? You see me reaching for my fucking wallet? No.
Gasly's stock is crashing faster than the Hawk Tua coin. It was a rough weekend. No pace, no rhythm. He's looking more like a bench warmer than a team leader right now. Fitting, I guess, since Zambonis probably have seat warmers standard issue, and what he's driving cannot be qualified as a Formula One car. His driver rankings keep dropping, and if he doesn't bounce back soon, he might find himself in Stroll territory.
You don't want this. Get out of here.
Azerbaijan exposed Yuki's kryptonite. Inconsistency. On his good days, he's top 10. On his bad days, you forget he's even in the race. This was a mixed bag. Good defense, but causing a lockup every other time you corner is definitely not going to keep you in the top team.
You fucked it up!
We all know Red Bull is going to get rid of at least one of its 4 drivers next season. 2 if things keep going the way they are now.
Game over, man. It's game over.
He shocked us all with a 3rd place qualifying finish and managed to keep being a problem for everyone that had to pass him. Not the best race he's ever had, but better than anyone expected.
This into the Dragon Warrior, huh? Fuck you! You fucking dick!
Lawson did enough to climb past Tsunoda, and that is something. He's keeping himself in the talks for a permanent seat, but that's a long conversation and might not have a definitive answer until Yas Marina. Behrman's season is like trying out a fusion food truck. You can get a hot, fresh, and surprisingly good experience, or you can shit your pants in the middle of your next meeting.
Death wish!
The kid has speed, but consistency is his biggest room for growth. There are moments where he shows great technical driving skills. There's just not any follow-through. Lap 32, he had the fastest lap, so it's in there, man. He's got to figure out how to lock into the gear in his head every single time. Gabriel had a quieter weekend than trying to get late at Bible camp. He got pushed out in Q2, again, and failed to score points, again. This track was definitely more than Saub was ready to handle. Maybe they would have done better in other conditions, but it's not likely. I think part of the takeover deal with Audi was to secure extra wind tunnel time for the next regulation set.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's...
You know Audi loves to try and come in with an advantage whenever they join a racing series. Baku has always been a weak spot for Ocon. Besides a 6th place finish in 2017 and 10th in 2022, he's never scored points here. Add on the fact that he couldn't even place in qualifying because of some illegal technology that Haas threw on in desperation.
And in their desperation, they turned to a man they didn't fully understand.
and that he got beat by his teammate again this season. It's not his best performance. Ocon might be better off than Gasly this year, but definitely not by much. Ocon has done well at Sao Paulo and Las Vegas this reg cycle, so hopefully he can still show us something before the end of this season.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I don't know. Something amazing, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, Williams on the podium, under green flag this time. Seriously, an impressive job by a midfield team. Sainz dragged that blue car into P3 and reminded everyone that he's still world class and not just here to look pretty.
He's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
He knows that Ferrari knows he's still a good driver, and now all he has to do is open a seat, and he can make his glorious comeback. Just kidding, that bridge is long burnt, and Carlos is happy to sail away into the sunset on his navy blue Atlassian speedboat.
Right now. Hey, you idiot. There's no rope tied to that anchor, and you're in a fucking...
Albon crashed out in qualifying and finished the race 13th, hence why we saw more of him celebrating Sainz's podium than we saw him during this race. The quali crash is a bad sign, as Albon didn't finish 4 of the last 7 calendar races last season, and while this year's been much better, Williams still has a rough dogfight ahead in the Constructors' and Drivers' Championships. Just, not for first.
I'm a winner. I'm going to win.
Hülkenberg got his podium this season, probably secured his spot for next year, and is now treating the rest of the year like a 9-to-5. He knows he has double the points of his teammate, so he doesn't have to beat him every race, especially when they're not battling for points. That kind of laissez-faire attitude is part of how he is still racing on track at his age. You go, Silver Fox, I mean Green German.
He's an old man.
We got a solid race showing for Antonelli, and we all know Susie Wolf had to wear the Kimi wig for Toto last night. Everyone knows Kimi is fast. Now he needs to not crash following a good result.
Say I'm not number 2.
You're not number 2.
That's right, I'm not.
Kimi's shown flashes of brilliance, and it's making some people judge him as if he were an established racer instead of a rookie. But Toto knows he can become something great, even renewed him for next season. It's a little too late for him to catch up to Charles in the championship this year, but the fight with Albon for 7th is his to lose.
Still a rookie.
Hadjar just keeps on impressing everyone this season. Yes, he only started 10th, but during the race he overtook Lando Norris of all people. Yeah, he couldn't keep the position from him, but given it was Lando, Lewis, and Leclerc that passed him on a notoriously difficult track, you cannot take away any points from a rookie for that performance. Plus, he was pissed off at himself for not beating them out. That's a winner's mentality.
I'm not a nobody. I'm a winner.
He jumped the gun at the start, forcing a 5-second penalty. Not a big deal if his car was actually able to drive on this track. The Astons are generations behind. They can barely keep up in a DRS train. As far as the man is concerned, Fernando's waiting for next season already. No drama, no mistakes, just steadily accounting for points like he's writing the F1 equivalent of a tax return. Now he just needs to ignore the voice in his head telling him to swap teams again.
Being a retard is that little voice in your head that hates your guts.
Hamilton had flashbacks to the glory days at Baku. Unfortunately, he was daydreaming too long and didn't let Leclerc have his position back. He tried to play it off, saying he doesn't care about 9th and 8th place finishes. If that were true, he wouldn't have kept his helmet on after the race until he could calm himself down. Hamilton better hope next season is better than this, or get some help from Leclerc on how to smile through the pain.
I'm not crying.
Another race, another failed pit stop. Lando was lucky that his main contender for the championship was out of the race in turn 3. Unfortunately, overtakes on the corners are rare in Baku, and the McLaren is beaten out in straight line speed. Lando only gained 6 points on Oscar and now has to worry about Verstappen making a last-second charge for the title too. Can he still overtake Piastri in the standings when he has to battle Max the last 7 races? You know Max likes those odds.
I wouldn't bet on me, all right?
More silver for Russell this weekend. Same old story. Same as always, coming behind Max or behind Lewis or behind McLaren. At least he finally got his seat secured for next year.
Because I'm in first class, why? For being a professional asshole. That's what got me
my seat.
Russell had a really good weekend and is still ahead of both Ferraris in the standings, which might be the only thing he cares about this season aside from trying to beat Max. All in all, Britboy gets a B+ for the weekend.
Can't possibly me.
But I do.
Charles finished 9th this race. I guess he could have gotten 8th if his teammate listened, but still, it's nothing new for Ferrari fans, except now you can't even have a bottom of the points finish without some team drama thrown in. It's clear now to everyone that Charles isn't going anywhere.
Not in my house.
The question is, will Ferrari ever pay him back, or will next year start another regulation set of disappointment?
Disappointed!
Sorry, he wants to say hi. Didn't make it past turn 3. Brutal. But hey, this is his first DNF since 2023 in Austin. Everyone has an off day. His just happened to be broadcast around the world.
Yeah, I saw you. Everyone saw you.
Luckily for Oscar, his teammate didn't capitalize on his worst weekend he has had since becoming a Formula One driver. Oscar was just 5 races shy of the record for most consecutive finishes, so he gets a pass this weekend. It's funny, the racing gods seem to agree.
You're so lucky.
Max smelled blood in the water on the McLarens and struck. Fastest quali, finishes first, his 6th career Grand Slam, and it was when everyone questioned his 5th title. Max tells the media he is taking it race by race and not too worried, but we know his competitiveness, and we know he will be racing even more aggressively than usual, knowing he has a chance. Watch out, everybody else.
I turn now. Good luck, everybody else.
So that's Azerbaijan in the books. Verstappen shut out some haters, Russell and Sainz reminded us they're not washed up just because of some fresh talent, and Hadjar and Antonelli continue to shine with a purpose. Next race, another chance for someone to stop Max, but let's be real, probably not.